the idea that we came together as a team midway through the fourth quarter, and we were down 28-7. You don't understand how good you are. You don't understand how good you can be. And at that point in that game, for a glimpse there, they understood. We knew Richardson was an improved team from the year before. They were better, had a strong defense, had a couple really good running backs. We held them in check till when the game was well in hand, late in the game.
I wanna smack somebody, turn around and slap somebody, but I ain't going out, bro. I ain't giving in to it. Anxiety's bashing my mind in, terrorizing my soul like Bin Laden, but I ain't falling down, bro. I won't lose control.
Coach doesn't let us put the stripes on until we earn them.
The idea is earning your stripes and gaining your stripes, going through what you need to go through. It may be a win. It may be not necessarily earning a stripe by getting a win, but earning a stripe by playing well, by playing up to the ability that you expected to.
Coming from the off season and coming from summer and being able to transition that into this season, if you really prove that you can do that, you kind of earn your stripes.
We started out without the stripes again this year, and then they earned the stripes throughout the course of time.
Slowly but surely we have the full helmet, and it's just really rewarding when we know that all this varsity stuff wasn't just handed to us, and we had to go step by step and actually earn it for ourselves.
You just don't get it. You just don't get money. You have to work for it.
Lord, please, take away my head keeps running away, my brother. The only thing making me stay, my brother. But I won't give in to it, bro. Gotta get myself back now. Can't let my mind be tied. My enemy is my own. Got to find my inner wealth. Grasp a hold of my thoughts. I can't get caught. I can't give into it now. Emotions are trapped in on lock. Got my brain stuck. Going through the motions. Only I know what's up. I'm filled up with pain. Try to gain my sanity. Everywhere I turn, it's a dead end in front of me. With nowhere to go. Gotta shake this anxiety. Got me feeling strange. Paranoia took over me. And it's weighing me down. And I can't run any longer. Y'all knees to the ground. I don't fear none of my enemies.
Our alternative game did not disappoint, came out and played well, played a solid game in all phases of the game. State game with a big win, 56-8. We knew Royse City would be good. They were a senior-laden team. They were an experienced playoff team from the last few years. Their seniors, I think, had only lost prior to this season, had only lost maybe 3 games since 7th grade. The game was a hard-fought game, was a very good game, back and forth. Both strong teams, both teams made some great defensive stands, both powerful offenses, very similar, running the same type of offense. In the end, we were ahead with about 7 minutes left in the game. We had the lead, just couldn't quite hold on.
I'm right here, boss man. I got this, yeah.
The next game against Highland Park was a big game. It's always a big game. It's a big game. It doesn't matter whether you're whatever sport you're playing in. But it's a big game for us in football.
Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be rocked, can't be shook. We hot. When will you learn? Came to get crunk, came to bring life, came to get started, came to get right. Turn down the music, turn up my mic. When will you learn? I mean when I speak, I do as I say. I hustle, I grind.
I know there's a ton of pride in wearing the Pearce helmet and having the Mustang on the side of the helmet.
You know, no one gets to put that Mustang on. You can't just show up and get a helmet with the Mustangs.
It's really like a superhero putting on his costume. You know, without it, you're just an average guy, and then you put on the Mustang and you're Superman.
It sets us apart from the JV, sets us apart from the freshmen, sets us apart from the junior highs, and really makes us a special team.
Being able to have that Mustang is quite an accomplishment because that means that you're on the varsity team, that you've earned that spot. Nothing is ever given to anyone, but the idea of being able to wear that Mustang on the helmet and get that sticker on there is a great experience.
I think when you put the Mustang on your helmet, you're getting paid. You're getting rewarded for all of your hard work and all of your dreams that have come up since then.
I think it was just really a growing up kind of thing. You see it growing up, you finally get to wear it, and it's just like, it's pretty cool.
Brick wall in the road, I won't move. The king, I'm like Roy in the ring, I can't lose. Show the face of what compare to man. You wanna walk? Ain't hard to find, I holler back. Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be rocked, can't be shook.
That was a game that then, after that game being 1-2, really set the tone for the rest of the year. And okay, here we are, we're 1-2, we've got X amount of games left, and it's do or die now. We've got to win to get ourselves in a playoff position. some people were worried why we chose Rockwall. Well, we didn't choose Rockwall, but that's who we play, and so we're going to show up and we're going to play. And we're going to play hard.
Before the Rockwall game, which was our homecoming, and it was a real big deal, we knew we had to get a win. We knew we had to beat Rockwall to have a chance at making the playoffs. I just thought that a bracelet to make sure that everyone stayed with us, everyone didn't get caught up in the distractions of school and forget that they had worked so hard to make the playoffs as a team.
Before the game, we called a meeting, and like, it's kind of awkward at first because everyone's like, "Oh, what's this about?" Like, but we got in there and we told them like what our plan was, like what we wanted to accomplish.
It means more like to be together as like the team, not make poor decisions that would ruin that and ruin our chances for the playoffs.
It seems like you have to know that you're playing for something like your school, you're playing for your friends that you sit in class with, you're playing for, you know, your coaches who represent you every single day. And
everyone started wearing them. We're real just unified through it.
Rockwall is kind of just like, it'll make or break the season. And it was just really cool to see everyone just kind of mesh. It was the first game we really like came together as like a full unit and just played to our full potential. And it was just an awesome feeling.
During the Rockwall game, we finally realized that we were a good enough team to beat those other teams.
And that's when the team really came together and gelled. And everyone just, got real confident.
Got us a big win on homecoming, and that really made a great senior homecoming.
Despite what maybe has been done in the past as far as how good Rockwall may be, the kids finally began to realize how good they could be during this game. Big stops defensively and an offensive outburst throughout the game. This was a huge win for us as we go on our last few games to average right around 50 points a game. So we knew that Heath would be good. I think this was a game that a lot of guys had circled on their schedule for one reason or another after last year. felt like we were there. We could have won, should have won. If a couple little things fall the right way, they're not undefeated after our game. The Greenville game started at the very beginning, scoring points. I think we scored on maybe 8 of 8 drives to start off the game. Winning the game, played really well traveling to Greenville, and won that game 54-14. It was a great night against Numa Smith. They are another one of the 5A teams that dropped down to 4A this year, and they actually, for our game, it was the first game of the season that they had everyone healthy and eligible, which was lucky for us.
Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that shit. So if you gon' do it just like this. Did you realize that you are a champion? You don't see just how wild the crowd is. You don't see just how fly my style is. I don't see why I need a stylist. When I shot so much I can speak Italian. I don't know, I just want it better for my kids. And I ain't saying we was from the projects, but every time I wanna lay away or deposit, my dad'd say when you see clothes, close your eyelids. We was sorta like Will Smith and his son. In the movie I ain't talking about the rich ones, cause every summer he'd get some brand new hairbrain scheme to get rich from. And I don't know what he did for dope, but he'd send me back to school with a new wardrobe. And I think he did when he packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everything I wanted, man, it seems so serious. That's that shit. So if you gon' do it just like this. Did you realize that you are a champion? When it feel like living's harder than dying, for me giving up's way harder than trying. Lauryn Hill said her heart was in Zion. I wish her heart still was in rhyming. Kids gon' listen to, I guess me if it isn't you. Last week I paid a visit to the institute. They got the dropout keeping kids in the school. I guess I clean up my act like Prince do. If not for the pleasure, at least for the principle. They got the CD, then got to see me drop gems like I dropped out a PE. They used to feel invisible, now they know they invincible.
We put up more points than they did and played really well. Ended up winning that game 50-39 to secure the playoff scenario for the next week.
Champion, pop the gun, stand up, here he comes. Tell me what it takes to be number one. Tell me what it takes to be number one. Did you realize Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that shit. So if you gon' do it just like this.
Looking at the Sherman game, if you look on paper, Sherman was 8-2. They were second place in their district. Their only 2 losses came to 2 previously undefeated teams. They lost to Denison. Denison was undefeated in the regular season. They lost to Rockwall Heath. They were undefeated.
The revolution will be televised.
Drives in multiple ways throughout a couple new formations, and that was a very, very fun, exciting game to be a part of. And again, scoring quite a few points, and ended up winning 48-34.
I think it started that Thursday when we went and practiced on that Thursday, because that was really cool. Just practicing at Texas Stadium where Terrell Owens and Tony Romo plays, and just all of the superstars.
We were fortunate enough to be able to go and practice there the week of our playoff game, get a few of the jitters out, let the kids come down the tunnel and look at and see the big hole and look around, see the stars and see the Ring of Honor with all the great legendary names.
We went for the purpose of getting that all out of our system before the game. But even like when we got to the game, the place was humongous.
And just kind of looking up and seeing like this humongous stadium, like realizing that like all these great players have played there, like it just kind of like put in perspective like what we had accomplished.
It was an incredible, like surreal experience.
we're at Texas Stadium playing Dallas Carter. I just kind of felt like we had nothing to lose really, and that we just want to go out and play hard and like have a lot of fun, which we did.
They say that the poll's there for God to watch his favorite team, and I was starting to believe that we were God's favorite high school team. So that was kind of the parallels I drew to that.
You know, I think the game was right out of Friday Night Lights, and you know, you're playing at Texas Stadium, which is a legendary stadium, playing against Dallas Carter, which is a storied program from years before. I did think that our kids competed extremely well. I thought there was no give up in any of our kids, and the kids fought and threw their bodies around and left it all on the field that game. And I was very, very proud of the team.
I'll definitely remember just all the fun times and the camaraderie that my teammates and I shared.
I think the part I'm going to miss most is the guys. I made some great friends.
All the friends I've made and all the bonds I've created, and especially all the hard work I've gone through with them. And
have a great time with all my friends. You know, I think about it now, and it's not as fun coming to school without it in the morning. That first week almost kind of killed me, kind of.
Just having the stands packed and the student session packed and the camaraderie of my teammates and just everyone being there for the same reasons and whatnot.
Bonds, obviously, friendships.
Yeah.
You know, early morning practices. just
Coaches
everything.
too.
Coaches.
All coaches.
The grown. Love them.
We've just been lifting together and running together and practicing every day together. I'm going to miss all those guys so much.
I mean, I'll be friends with all these guys for like the rest of my life.
I think I'll always remember playing Dallas Carter and Texas Stadium for sure.
It's definitely something I'll remember for
Oh
a
yeah,
long
I would
time.
never forget it.